attended each and every one, believe me, each and every one is unique, different, and I found the innovation is there because the framework or the structure we developed didn't work in anywhere. In every regional meet has its own unique, and there is a kind of changes in the whole structure. Keeping 60% common is enough, but there is always 40% changes. And the team which is working in this Iic Regional Meet, even the host institutions, if it is not yet answered so far. What is that question? The question is that many of you are asking yourself, I know many of you are asking yourself that why we will do innovation, why you will do entrepreneurship, why it is forced, why it has been asked by a government, why everybody is saying, why our institution is asking us to involve the IIC. The main and very, very common justification for this question is, answer is here. So just imagine, just to see that this is a graph, and in the x-axis, what I did, means the researchers, what they did, that GDP per capita of a country. So what is the GDP per capita of a country? What it indicates? The development wealth of that particular country, how it is progressing, how it is performing. So GDP per capita is the indicator put in the x-axis and for various countries, and in the y-axis it is performance of that particular country in Global Innovation Index. That means what kind of innovations are happening in that particular country in a very such objective way. So when you will put all countries, the GDP per capita and cross Global Innovation Index, then a curve is coming like this. And that curve indicates the relationship between the economic development of a country with innovation performance of that country. And you can infer two relations. You can infer two relations from that curve. The first relation is from developed country perspective. So developed country, they think that they are already good in the economic development, and to retain that global economic development, that advancement of that economy, they have to do this innovation. So because they are already better in the economy or in the kind of GDP per capita, and they should continue to do more innovations to retain that tag or to make that country better. But from the emerging country or transitional countries like India, to make us better in economic development, because we set a target that $5 trillion economy by 2025, then advanced country by 2045, and making India knowledge powerhouse. That means our aspiration is to move from here. If we are here, then we have to move from here. So if our target is moving from more towards like advanced country, and it will only and only happen when we will improve here. So that means to achieve our aspiration and national goal, we have to bring more innovation to the system. And where this innovation will happen? The second picture is going to tell you where this innovation and entrepreneurship is going to happen. You can see the spread of blue dots across different geographies of the whole world map. So what indicates? The blue dots indicates the cluster of science and technologies in different parts of the whole map, whole world. And you will find more blue clusters in North America, in Europe, certain parts of our country, and Japan, China, and South Korea. So this concentration of blue dots says that these countries are already have a good science and technology clusters, and the innovation is going to happen in these clusters only, or these geographies only. And these countries are going to perform better in coming days, or they are performing better now. And in the whole thing, you will find this big bubble. This big bubble represents our country. And in the whole positive relationship, India is the biggest advantage. Is going to be biggest advantage of the whole thing. And it indicates that if India will do small kind of innovation, it has a high impact on economic development. And this will only happen if science and technology clusters will come up and more quality science and technology will happen. So where these science and technology clusters are going to happen? It is going to happen in the higher education institutions because they have the R&D facility, they have the lab, they have the user, student, they have the user, faculty, and also they have a good connection with industry and the community. So this every higher education institution is going to act as an epicenter of innovation. They are going to act as a bridge between community industry by using science and technology as a tool. That is why government is focusing and trying to preparing yourself, trying to prepare, enabling, empowering our education institutions to start behaving like an innovator. Innovative and entrepreneurial institutions definitely will develop a culture and passing the system or passing the inculcating the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship among the students. Finally, what happens? Students comes to your institute. They spend 4 years time in your academy, in your colleges, and if they are pursuing undergraduate, if it is a postgraduate, then 2 years, then for the PhD kind of things. So the 6 years they spend, the formative years of their career is very going to be productive if we will create and enable this kind of science and technology or innovation system in our education institutions. I know startups in our country has been increasing at the rate of 40 to 45%, right? And second thing is that out of the startups, what we are producing, more than 21% of the startups, they are catering to the global needs. They are offering the global solutions. They are offering to the global market. So this is a very good sign that India is on the right track. India has a right strategy, and where all stakeholders has to chip in and they have to contribute their role. They have to bring their expertise in this national building process. And another justification or another reason, and definitely it will convince you because, as I said, students are spending 6 years of their formative years of their career in your institutions, and they learn and they learn and they utilize when they join any job. If you will see the profile of founders, the profile of education and the age profile of founders, entrepreneurs or innovators, those are part of the startup ecosystem. You will find more than 75% of startup founders are falling in the age group of 25 to 35. That means these people are 10 years back were part of your education system as a student, and they had done some innovation but they have dropped because of the social pressure, because of peer pressure, because environment in our education system was not conducive, because we always ask them, please get high OGPA, you will get a good job, and don't do any kind of extracurricular or any innovative things, and they dropped it. But when they join the job, after joining the job, after getting some financial strength in their hand, they realize that, they discover that actually they want to become an entrepreneur, and that's why they have designed some innovation. They went to all the incubation units and they pitched into the incubation units to get incubation support, and this is the scenario in our incubation units. India has more than 400 incubation units. Out of these 400 incubation units, you will find the founders having this kind of profile. Almost of them are age group of 25 to 35 with 5 to 6 years of experience minimum in the industry. And I say, and whole government see that this is a loss to our economy, because to realize your dream, to discover you want to become an entrepreneur, is it required to take a 6 years to 10 years? Is it required to drop your innovation or idea and academic, then join a job for 5 to 6 years or 10 years, then realizing a dream, then coming back to the incubation unit? So this is a loss to our country, this is loss to yourself, this is loss to the individual's growth. So can we minimize this 10 years time of realizing the dream to become an entrepreneur to at least 1 to 2 years? Certainly it is possible. It is possible if as an educational institutions we will create and we will provide the necessary learning environment to our students and faculty members so that they will understand the jargons, terminologies, concepts behind this innovation entrepreneurship, and they will observe the knowledge when they will get exposure multiple times to this innovation and
Thank you, sir. Now,
Dr. Asha Banu and Dr. Chandana C.